What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Locked in Sports, bringing you my 6 best bets for today, Monday, July 15th, in the NBA Summer League. You all know the drill by now. Back with another Summer League video. Having a lot of fun with these videos, making a lot of really good picks. We're getting pretty good at this. Making some great picks, having a lot of fun watching these young NBA players make some money for us over the summer. But before I hop in these 6 picks, and honestly, got some good ones today. A few more picks than usual just because we got a lot more data. There's a lot more guys I can look at. Really happy about that. But before we hop into the picks, gotta hop into the recap. And before I hop into the recap, just gotta say that you all are kind of insane recently. Just the support on the channel has been crazy. A lot of new subscribers coming in, a lot more viewers, a lot of likes, comments, just all of it. Really appreciate it. Tremendous amount. So, that all being said, if you are new to the channel, if you want to be a part of Locked in Sports, get some great best bets and fantasy advice and other sports news, then subscribe to the channel. If you like these videos, leave a like down below, comment your own picks, parlays, whatever you please. Just, yeah, the support on the channel has been amazing. Keep it up, guys. It's been so, I can't say enough positive things. So thank you. But with that all out of the way, let's hop into a recap of yesterday's picks. A 3-2 day, a winning day. Never going to complain about a winning day. So what worked for us, what didn't? Let's start with what didn't. We had Kobe Brown for over 15.5 points. He ended up with 13 points, and that's one triple away. He was close. It was unfortunate. Just, yeah, didn't take as many shots as hoped he would, and didn't land as many, but he was right there. And also we had, Tristan da Silva. This one annoyed me because we took his under 12.5, because he had shot the fewest points of any starter on his team the previous game, and just didn't feel like he was in a spot to go over his line. He went out and took the most shots of anyone on his team. Yeah, that's something you can't really predict, and it's frustrating when a guy goes from taking the least shots to the most, but he soared over this line. Good for him, man, but tough spot to be in. There's no way to know that this guy's going to go from taking the least shots to the most shots. But we still had 3 of our picks hit, 3 really solid hits. We had Terrence Shannon. We took his over 16.5 points. He had 19, just solid right there, right over the line. We had Jordan Hawkins for over 22.5 points. Man, he made us sweat. He took the last 2 minutes of the game to beat this line, but he did. He had 24 points. He went over it. Happy to see it. Love that. Made us sweat a bit, but still, he was taking a lot of shots. He was doing what we thought he would. Took him right to the end, and he got there. And Julian Strother, that was the most locked-in, easy bet of the day by a mile. He had him for higher than 21.5 points. He had 32. He took the most shots on his team, I believe. He was just out there taking the shots, making shots, doing exactly what we thought he would. Love to see it from the guy. So, yeah, 3-2 day. Never even complain about that. Winning day. Like seeing it. Let's make today a 6-0 day. Pretty confident in that. Let's hop into the picks. For my first pick of the day, we're taking a familiar name, a guy we bet on before, and he hit for us before. It's A.J. Mitchell of the Oklahoma City Thunder for over 16.5 points. Why? Well, honestly, same reasoning as before. He takes a lot of shots. He is a key shooter on his team. He puts up the most shots for them. He's one of, if not their main point getter. And last game, he scored 15 points, which was over his line for that game. When the Thunder, they were held to 69. Yeah, tough game. They were held to very few points, but he still beat his line. And now they're playing the Heat. The Heat gave up 114 points last game. That's a lot more than 69. So there's going to be a lot more opportunities for A.J. Mitchell to score against a much weaker defensive team. Yeah. It's the difference between a defense that gives up 69 points and a defense that gives up 114 points. I think in that, 40-point differential, 45-point differential, I think there's enough room for Mitchell to get one more shot and clear 16.5 points. And easily locking in A.J. Mitchell for over 16.5 points. Next up, let's hop over to the other side of the ball and take someone that we know and love. Someone really loved watching this guy as a rookie last year. Now he's going into his sophomore year. And it's Jaime Jaquez of the Miami Heat for over 6.5 rebounds. Yeah, we're taking his rebound line. Why? Well, I like his points line too, but it's pretty up there. I think rebounds is a little bit more secure for Jaime. He had 11 last game. And this is the key thing. That was more than twice as many as anyone else. Yeah, when he's grabbing twice as many boards as the rest of his team, I think that's a position where he keeps doing that. He keeps pulling down missed shots to start the offensive possession. He plays the most minutes on his team as well. And like I said, I think there's a world where he might facilitate the ball less, where he pulls down the rebound, hands it off to another guard, lets that guy take it up the floor, or pulls down the rebound, takes it up the floor himself, and then passes off on the other end, let someone else take a shot, let someone else, facilitate. But I don't think there's a world where he pulls down less rebounds because he's just in that position where he's the guard who they really want the ball. They want bringing up the ball. They want pulling down rebounds and boards. I think he keeps doing it. And also the Thunder, I know we just took AJ Mitchell, but as a whole, they aren't great shooters, only scoring, like I said, 69 points last game. It was against a really good defense, but still, they're good. They aren't great shooters, except AJ Mitchell. We like him. We're betting on him. But this is a game where there's just a lot of volume and high scoring, but still a decent amount of missed shots and just a lot of opportunities for Hawkins to pull down boards. I mean, he grabbed 11 last game. That's twice as many as anyone else. I think he easily clears 6.5 rebounds. Next up, from the Philadelphia 76ers, we're taking a key piece of their offense. It's Ricky Council for over 20.5 points. Why? Well, he took the most shots on his team last game, while also playing the most minutes. It's one of those guys again. We're taking him a lot. It worked for us last time because we hit 3 and 2. The guys who play a lot of minutes, who take a lot of shots, are likely to go over their lines. Last game, Council had 24, which blows past his 20.5 point line. And most importantly, for why I chose Council over anyone else on his team, because there are a few guys out there who also take a lot of shots and play a lot of minutes, not as many as Council, but there are some guys. The key reason why is he took more free throws than every other starter combined. He almost took more free throws than everyone else on his team combined. Yeah, I don't like free throw merchants particularly much myself, but I appreciate them when betting because that are solid, consistent points. He shot 9 from 9 from the free throw line. And if he can keep getting himself to the free throw line, he blows past this line easily. Just, yeah. Guys who can draw fouls get a lot of free points in the NBA. I like taking Council here. No one else has proven that they can take as many shots as him. No one else has proven that they can get to the line as often as him. And I don't think anyone else on his team has proven they can put up as many points as him. So I'm easily backing Ricky Council for over 20.5 points. All right, for my fourth pick of the day, I'm taking a player from the Sacramento Kings. Don't worry, it's not Keon Ellis this time. He burned us before. I'm taking his teammate, Mason Jones, for under 13.5 points. He had 16 points last game. I'll give him that, which is over this line. But he shot 5 of 6, with 2 of 2 from 3 and perfect free throws. That's efficiency that guys cannot keep up. No one's out in the NBA shooting 100% from 3, 100% from the line, and 5 out of 6 from the field every single game. He took 6 shots. That's some of the least in the Kings offense. So he's not getting that many opportunities to score. And he shot on efficiency that realistically he's not keeping up. No one's keeping up numbers like that. So I think his line got boosted up quite a lot because of how efficient he was last game. But just looking at the number of shots he takes versus his teammates and the unusual efficiency, the efficiency you can't keep up that he had last game, I think it's just a recipe for him to duck under the line this time. Even if he gets a couple more shots than he did previously, he's not shooting 100% from 3 again. So, like Mason Jones of the Sacramento Kings for under 13.5 points. All right, it's time to take another familiar name and another under. It's a guy we backed his under before and it hit for us, and I'm prepared to do it again. It's Isaiah Collier of the Utah Jazz for under 23.5 PRA. Why? Well, last time we backed him for his under at 22.5 PRA, and he went under. Then they raised his line. So we're going to take his under again. He had 21 PRA last time, but that was a game where Keontae George didn't play. If you haven't seen Keontae George in this Utah Jazz Summer League offense, he is a monster. Last time he played, I believe he had 30 points, which is just insane. He's the main key piece of that offense. He didn't play last time. Last night, the Utah Jazz played. I think he plays this time, and even if he doesn't play, I still think Collier goes under this line. Yeah, it's just if Keontae George does play, he's even more of a lock. But this time, I see the Utah Jazz kind of giving more shots to Kyle Filipowski, who did well last time, kind of started proving himself out there. There's a lot of guys in the Utah Jazz offense who I think deserve shots, and Collier has proven he can't go over this line before. He can't go over a lower line. I think he doesn't go under this line. There's just a lot of reasons to take Isaiah Collier's under. Not that he's a bad player, he's just not hitting 23.5 PRA. So, yeah, I'm locking in Isaiah Collier for under 23.5 PRA. Now on to our sixth and final pick of the day. Taking a pretty amazing shooter so far in the Summer League from the Los Angeles Lakers. It's Dalton Connect for over 20.5 points. Why? Well, have you watched the Lakers play? Dalton Connect is a straight bucket. He's wild. He had 25 points last game on solid efficiency. And that's good efficiency, but it's not efficiency that he couldn't replicate. Because I know I'm taking unders on some guys because they had crazy efficiency that they can't replicate. Dalton Connect had efficiency that I could totally see him doing again because he has been doing that. He's been shooting like crazy from beyond the arc, from in the arc. He's doing great. And also, really most importantly, to me at least, Connect is the only one scoring on that team. He just is. I think second most shots last game went to Bronny, who had 8 points, and then Connect had like 3 more shots and was it 17 more points? Yeah. Connect is their main shooter. He's their main scorer. He's the main piece of their offense. There's no world where they don't keep passing to Connect. And Boston Celtics don't have an amazing defense. If I remember correctly, they're let a lot of points slide last time. So, come on. It's Dalton Connect. He's shooting lights out. He's the main piece of their offense. Not much else to say. Locking him in for over 20.5 points. All right, those were my 6 best bets for today, Monday, July 15th, in the NBA Summer League. I know this is a bit of a longer video, so thank you for watching it all. I do feel that with these Summer League picks, I got to explain it a little bit more. These are rookies. These are guys who don't really know. So there isn't as much just obvious assumed stuff like you would have with NBA players. So talk for a bit longer, fully explain the picks so you guys know that I'm not just giving you BS, that I'm actually looking at these guys, looking at their lines, looking at how they play, making well-educated picks to put out here. So, yeah. As always, thank you all very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, you like making free money here, subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot, helps us grow. And if you enjoyed the video and you took some picks from it, consider liking as well. Again, helps out the channel more than you know. Comment your own picks and parlays down in the comment section below. Comment what suggestions you have for future videos or picks that you like, picks you don't like. Hell, if you're fading me, let me know. Helps me become a better when you all express, your knowledge with me as well. So, thank you all for watching. If you want some fantasy football content, I have a video on screen right now talking about the most underrated players in the fantasy draft this year. Longer video that I like quite a lot that I think if you're a fantasy football player, you should watch it. Got some picks in there that haven't seen a lot of other people talking about that I think are really solid. So, yeah. Have a good one, and let's make some money.